Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Great to have you along. UB Stadium in Buffalo, home to the Buffalo Bulls. And the Bulls will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So Temple's offense will go to work first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know both of these teams have had this game soon.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
He's got it. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Here's a heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Temple lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Bulls offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Looking downfield on first down. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Bulls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Would have been a long field goal, 54 yards from here, so instead they'll try to move the chains. It's 4th and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29. And the Bulls are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
The Bulls are threatening on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Sets up the screen. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Buffalo! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Yeah, This offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18. Temple lines up quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Taking it the other way. Running inside the 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. And now this offense will take the field again. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Give to the single back. Quick spin on the run. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Buffalo is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. The give to the back. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. And the Bulls send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Runs through the tackle. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Temple lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here's the handoff. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Bulls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The offense changing the play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Right on the money. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a 1st down. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Throwing right. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
Big fella moving. He gets it in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the 1st half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he makes the extra point.
14-3.
And he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's complete to the right. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Temple lines up quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll start this drive with a pass. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Memphis is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 10 over Marshall. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quickly complete. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. This time it's complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Wants to go up top on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Handoff to the single back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got it on the move. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. With jet sweep pass. He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Buffalo! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play.
He lost it high and deep down the left side.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Quarterback may change this route. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds a man in the middle. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bulls want to pick up the tempo. From the red zone, looking for a man. Looking for the goal line. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be. Turning it on! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Right back to the well.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well, slows down the pass rush, gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw.
Touchdown, Buffalo! And the punishment has been extended. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his tight end. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a cut. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
It's first down from the 11. To the air on first down. Touchdown, Owls! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And the extra point is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Trying play action. He's going for the big play. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
The Bulls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The receiver on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Buffalo! And the beatdown has ensued.
And everything on offense working so far, whether it's running it, throwing it, let's get the receivers involved. With the jet sweep game, when you've got speed and you've got athleticism like they have, everything works.
42, Temple, 16.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Temple takes over and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He's got his man, makes the grab. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. And the Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Temple lining up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. First down for this offense. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Bought a little time, lets it go. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Great place to start for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Bulls look to do some damage in the red zone. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it on the run. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo!
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
49, Temple.
Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Shakes off the defender. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt. Makes the grab, past the marker. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Yeah, and that is so frustrating because he did the right thing. He got the first down, got past the sticks, but didn't do the most important thing and take care of the football, and that goes right back now to the defense.
And a great job, David, but
Touchdown Bulls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
and it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
56, Temple, 16.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down.
At the 11, and the Temple
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing every possession is going to be important from here on in.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Catch in the middle, it's Stockton. Got room at the 35. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the ground with the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And the Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick release on the RPO. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. picked off, and another empty drive. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Buffalo! This defense making a big play, putting it in the end zone.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. They go to the ground. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job, Beck.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Temple lining up to punt it away. Nestles it in at the 35. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They'll start this drive going to the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Temple, 16.
He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were...